personal Sphynx, Squirt, Turdy Bird, many different names. She's at work today to come and show you how a disgusting Sphynx cats get. She was bathed less than a week ago. I don't know if you can zoom in there and see all that super disgusting dirt buildup on her skin already. Okay. I'm going to show you how to clean all of this stuff off. They can actually get yeast infections in their toes if you are not properly cleaning all of that disgusting black yeasty gunk off of their toes. Toe jam. She gets her toenails trimmed once a week. She gets them cleaned once a week. Ears done once a week. And eyes on a very regular basis. She is my FIP survivor cat. She's cost me a fortune, and she's some of the best money I've ever spent. But she is disgusting and extremely high maintenance. So I, on average, charge my first-time kitten fee $40 a cat when they come in for Sphynx, come in for grooming, because, well, they're nowhere near as much work as far as I'm concerned. I have gooped her in the past if I've missed a week or something of grooming. If she gets overly oily, you'll see she will get some red splotches on her skin. She'll get backed up follicles. She has, I don't know if we can see it on her skin today, she does have regular blackhead, gross spots that she gets that we are constantly cleaning out. They, again, can get skin infections, all sorts of irritations and problems if they are not groomed regularly. Fun fact about these guys, the amount of body oils that they produce is exactly the same as any other cat. Difference being, obviously, they have no hair. So nothing to absorb into it. They should be bathed at least every 2 weeks, if not weekly. Some need it as often as every couple of days, again, depending on the oil production. They will lay on your furniture, leaving oil marks. Her favorite spot in the world to sleep is in my bed sheets, which is, we do a lot of laundry. But they have a super needy, super lovey personality. I would have a household worth of them, except that people think I'm losing my mind. So let's get started here. Come here, Trudy. I tend to do her toenails, her ears, her eyeballs before the bath. That way, when the tub is done, she is done. Dry off and typically run away from me at home. However, she's better behaved at the salon, so today she got to come to work again, spend some time in kitty jail, sleeping on my dog's beds, and they got to stay at home. She is a wiggly worm. I find I groom a few different Sphynx. They all have different personality traits that they like. She doesn't mind the sprayer, but of course she's been doing this for a while with me. One of my boys really loves his soft cloths being rubbed all over him. I have one that likes to he hates the sprayer. He would much prefer that I just slowly dump water over him to rinse the shampoo off of him. I will probably do a quick video on Friday as well with that boy, just to show you the difference in the Sphynx. He is a hairy little bugger, and she of course has nothing. So when I do toenails, when I'm cleaning that gunk off of them, I will do eyes first because obviously that's my saline. When I do ears, I use my ear cleaner. Usually most ear cleaners will have an alcohol base to them. Oh my gosh, I just cleaned her ear with saline. Habits. So I'll clean her face first. She likes to rub on things, so she makes it really easy while we get in there and scrub out her constant leaky eye goobs and her nose crusties and stuff. Give her a bit of a clean face before we go, just so we all see cat faces are gross. Trudy Bird, come back here, please. Ears, that's a week. So when people tell you that, oh, their Sphynx don't need baths, they're not gross, well, like everything else, these people are lying to you. They just don't do it. They don't realize the health benefits that it has for their Sphynx to be groomed regularly, the lack of oils they will leave around your house. I've been asked if you put conditioner on them to keep their skin soft. No conditioner on these guys. They are already so greasy. They produce so much oil that the biggest concern is getting that oil stripped off of them. That way they can have healthy life, healthy skin, all of that jazz. I cheat the system when it comes to their toenails. I use my little scrubby pads and I use nail cleaner. I find it takes a lot of that goop off before I even start in the tub. She does not really care for me playing and fussing with her toes, so the less I have to do scrubbing with a Chubb's bar makes a big difference for her. But you can see, I mean, they get some really gnarly toe jam in there. Sometimes you have to get in there with your fingernails and you're going to have to scrub it out. You don't want to leave that stuff sitting on there. You will get a little bit of staining on some nails, but again, most of that should come off. And what doesn't come off here, I mean, I do still scrub in her toes to get all the rest of the goo off in the tub.
Trudy, you're on camera.
Ew. How do you get so dirty in a week? You're so gross. It's a good thing I love you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. You got gross toes. Excuse me. It's not done. Stop.
I don't want you. They want to see your face. Actually, they probably want to see your toenails, but that's okay. Yeah. Stop.
Trudy. She does not like her back toes played with at all. It doesn't matter what you're doing with them. Trimming them, cleaning the goop off of them, touching them while she sits in your lap. It doesn't make a difference. She wants you to go away. Or she gets up and leaves.
Hi. Come back over here, my chubby lady. Stop, booger. You have sticky little toe beads. Gross.
Alright, so I just bathed her again, like I said, a week ago, so she does not need me to use the goop on her, despite, I mean, I know she looks relatively greasy. She does have a little bit of buildup on her again, so let's get her into the tub here and get her bath. There you go, it's off. Oh, itchy ears, itchy ears. So when I bath these guys, I mean, everybody's going to have their own routine and their own habit. I have my Chubb's bar in the Chubby Saver bag. I love Chubb's bars for these guys. It works like a hot darn degreasing. I have them at home, I have them here, I have them in my horse tack, they're everywhere. I use them to get oil off my own hands. I will scrub her down with this first, then I will scrub it into a cloth. Just to put some extra soap in a cloth, super soft cloth, and then I will scrub her with that as well, making sure that we get into each and every little crevice that she has. Because unfortunately, I mean, if they're sitting around and they're laying and basking in their own grossness with the heated body oils. I mean, you can imagine that there are some spots that, as I showed you with her groin, get a little bit dirtier than others. Obviously, it's tricky to get a chub spar in between toes and scrubbing in their toe beans and making sure that you've got all that grossness out of there. And honestly, their skin is not super sensitive, but sensitive enough. Sorry. That making sure that you've got a really nice soft surface, not too much adhesive scrubbing stuff on them. You have soap on your face now. Good job. They're going to appreciate it more than obviously just sitting there rubbing on them. Sorry, toe beans. Places like armpits, under her chin, up in her groin, scrubbing her tail, in her extra wrinkles, her forehead lines, and I mean she's a little bit of a chunky monkey, so she's got some extra bits to make sure we need to clean around, making sure that she doesn't get infections anywhere or skin irritations. Some Sphynx like to wear clothes, and they of course works kind of like fur and helps to absorb some of those oils off of their skin. She adamantly will just put herself into a tangled mess. She hates clothing with passion. So I learned that in the first couple of weeks of having her as a retired breeder, that clothing for her is not optional. She gets really testy about it. So no cute dresses, no fun Christmas sweaters unless it's for a quick picture and then take it off. Or she'll have her head attached to her leg and all sorts of tangled disasters. I still need your other toe beads. Her preference when we bath at home is to have a little bit of water into the tub first so her feet can sit and soak in it nicely. Here she's really good with the sprayer. At home she's not. She tries to escape more than she does here. Unless, again, she's sitting in a little bit of water. Same thing with the chub spars, like any other cat. Make sure you get a nice, good lather. You. Watch your face. You get water in here? Sorry. When I do some of my regular cats, even with some of my Sphynx, the boy, I use the degreaser twice on her. It's just my preference. The boy that I'm doing on Friday, I use my clarifying on him with his little bit of extra fuzz, peach fuzz all over his body. I just find it leaves, the chubs leaves kind of its own little film on it where the clarifying takes that off. So just different cats, different things. I've used Opaw's shampoos on her at home. Definitely not my preference. We make sure we have a stock of chubs there now. So just, you kind of have to use whatever's going to work best with your water. I've heard lots of people say non-cat shampoos that they've used on their Sphynx. Please don't do that. Make sure that you're using cat safe. They're specifically tested for their skin. Again, these guys have sensitive skin. You don't want to be using harsh, abrasive, unnatural stuff on them. Keeping it nice and simple. Just making sure that you're getting that oil off of them regularly makes for a much happier, healthy cat. Try to hear wrinkles. I know, it's almost done. Whoop. Oh, I know, that's so mean. Poor man. You're drooling. Stop drooling on me. I need to soap out your ears.
Dirty, dirty. Come on, dirty bird. Whoop. Oh, poor Mac girl. The nice thing about these guys, obviously, we have no hair, so dry time is pretty much avoided. My boy who's got a little bit of fuzz, I mean, we get some colder temperatures here in Edmonton, so when it's not 30 above, I will blow dry him lightly with the high velocity dryer. Mom likes it, and his tail goes all floofy. For her, there's not a whole lot I need to worry about after she's been bathed. She has a little bit of peach fuzz on the backs of her ears, but it dries so quickly. If it's a client's cat and you're wanting to ensure that they're fully dry, by all means, if you can get them used to that. And the only other thing I go back and do with her once she is dry, she hates water anywhere near her ears. She doesn't like her ears being wet or cleaned. I will generally just take a cotton swab and go back and dry out everything we can for her. Check and make sure that that got rid of all of that lovely toe jam she had stuck in there. Nice short toenails. Ooh. Some staining. I knew I'd get bored eating them. Okay. So I'll just show you guys her back a little bit. So she again has super sensitive skin. She gets that redness whether she touches herself with her toenails or when I scrub her with the Chubby Saver. So if you've got a cat who's super sensitive like that, you can obviously take just the Chubs bar out and rub it back and forth on them, use it with the cloth. All of those things to make sure that you're getting them nice and clean, grease free. She's a pretty happy girl. Look, even your blackhead's gone. Good girl. Alright guys, well there's grooming the Sphynx for you. Like I said, I typically charge my clients $40. For me, I'm doing the same thing I would do on any other cat, making sure their toes are clean, making sure their ears, their eyes are clean, good bath, degreased. If you need to use the degreaser and you charge a little bit more for that, by all means, go ahead. I've heard a lot of people tell me that they charge the same price for this as they charge for a domestic short hair. This is going to take me 10 minutes tops. If I'm just flying through it and obviously not teaching about it. If I'm doing a short coat bath de-shed, that's going to take me anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes depending on the cat. So time-wise for me, I'm not going to charge these guys $100. I love them and I want them to come back to me. So most of my Sphynx that I do groom come on a regular monthly schedule so that their owners don't have to fight with them if they don't feel they like being bathed and cleaned. She's extra sucky as soon as she's cleaned. She's a bit of a love bug. Yeah, any questions, by all means, shoot me a message. Happy to answer them. Again, make sure your eyes are clean, your ears are clean, toe jam is gone, and you've got a nice, smooth body, no sticky feeling kind of left over on that skin. If you have sticky feeling, then you have not gotten all those oils off of them, and then you're going to probably go over it again. All right, guys, have a great day.